Well, I've got the new housing installed up there. Now it's time to put the new ceiling fan up there. I've got everything ready. Now, if you want to see me install a whole ceiling fan, I got that on my channel. You go to my main channel page and look underneath the playlist, and there's one about ceiling fans, all about ceiling fans, and I'll put this one up there too. I just want to slip that on there. And this one's got a little groove on it. There's the groove. There's a little groove right on that. I'm going to slip that in there and slide this around until that notches down. Right there. Okay. Now I can figure out how I'm going to put this module up there, because you remember this ceiling fan has the module, and look at this. It's the same. It looks almost the same as the other one, doesn't it? See, I'm going to slip that up in there just how I took the other one out before, and here's the black and white wire that goes up to the ceiling, and here's the other ones. Here's the blue for the light. If you ever have any questions, you look on that, and it says for light right there. And here's the white wire to go to the motor, and the black wire to go to the motor. Right there. And you know, those three are off at one side. See, these are the two that go up to the ceiling. These are the three where the wires went up from the ceiling fan up in there. And I'm going to hook those all back up. And remember that other one, I don't know if you saw the other video I did on how to install a remote control. I took the old ceiling fan that was up there, and I took the module out of it, and I put it in a different ceiling fan. Well, that one looked just like this. In the back, you could play with different numbers on the back. Remember, there was a little slot there? Well, this one doesn't have it, and that's a good thing. All it says is within 60 seconds of turning the AC power on, press and hold the off stop button for 5 seconds. The receiver will then lock in the chosen frequency. If your fan has a light, it will blink twice. For fans without lights, check operation using the transmitter. Okay, and you can look at your directions too and all. But now I'm going to get up there and hook this up just like I took the other one down. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Now before I hook it up, I'm just going to kind of hold it up there. And see, this housing piece is a little bit smaller than the other one, and the other one came out to here and back down further. I put a pencil mark on there, and the housing bit, the trim that fits up there is almost as big as the other one. Okay, so I had to make sure to center this on the inside of that so the ring fit about where it was before. So I put a pencil mark and a pencil mark, then I split the difference and put this other housing trim up there, and that's what I did with that, okay? So now I may have to rearrange my wires, because the first thing I want to do is I got to see how I'm going to fit this up in there, and I might have to, I'm going to have to rearrange these wires somewhat and get them all coming down at a proper angle. I guess I'll have to put them that way. This wire, this green wire, was on this metal housing, so I've got to hook that up to the ground. Make sure you got your power off. Okay. Then I'm hoping there should be enough room in here to fit this in there. Here, I'll have to put that in there first, I guess, like that. Wow. It's going to be a tight, snug fit here. Okay, there it is. There. Okay, so now I can check my wires. Here I got the two main wires, so I know that's going to hook up to this over here along with my ground wire, and I can wrap those wires kind of over off into this direction. you know, with my grounds. And then I know my 3, these are the 3 coming up from the ceiling fan, and I know these 3 are going right there. Okay? Looks like I'm about ready to hook her up. For most of you, I think you got it figured out by now. If you saw how I undid the other one and put the wire nuts on and all that. I've got my green wires. One of these is from the rod of the ceiling fan extension, and one of the other flexi green ones is from the actual metal box up here. I'm just going to take those and twist those together. See if I've got these routed properly. It looks like I do. I can just take the stiff copper wire. The bare copper wire is generally the ground, and so I've got those green wires. That's why I connected those 2 first. It makes it easier. And now I can put my wire nut on there. Get it snug as a bug in a rug. And I'll see if I have to reroute any of my wires. Like, I thought there was power there, but it was just the way I was pushing it up. It kind of hit my finger funny, and it almost felt like it shocked me, but it didn't. It was just inside my finger. Okay, so I can route this up here. Let's see how I'm going to kind of do this. So I got to make sure everything fits. I may have to reposition these wires afterwards, you know. So I got my stiff white wire that came from the ceiling on down. I've got my little white wire on the back side. Make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. Don't just willy-nilly, oh yeah, white to white, and all of a sudden, oh, oops, I forgot. I thought that wire was coming from there, but I just wasn't careful enough, because if you don't hook this up right, obviously it's not going to work, is it? Okay, now I got my black. The black, I don't know if you can see this very well, but there's only so much I can do. You get the idea here. My wire nut here. Hang on to those wires and make sure they get up in there nice and snug. When you think they're tight, give it one more little oomph and kind of pull on the wire and make sure that nothing's going to come off, okay? That's going to fit rather nicely. Now we do the same thing with these, black to black, white to white. And I've got a dark blue to blue here, light and light, and usually on the lights they're marked. And make sure you take a quick look at that so you know what you're doing. We're going to put wire nuts on those now.